So like I said on Facebook, I said I'd be doing all sorts of different things. So I said I do use some painting stuff. I said I'd do some behind the scenes at Mini-Modelog. So obviously this is behind the scenes. It's not much really behind the scenes. This is my back room where I do all my filming, which I've said many times in a lot of my videos. And in the corner there is where I keep all my stuff, and it kind of goes under the stairs, and I've got like all my models there and storage options and all that kind of thing. So, you know, recently I've been up to doing my flings. So there's my flings. Obviously I've also been painting some Night Vault stuff, so you can probably see that I've done the Briar Queen. She's still to be finished, but the actual squad, I used Sonic Sledgehammer's video for that, on how to do chainrasps. I'll pop a link down in the bottom. It's a great video. I love Sonic Sledgehammer for some of his stuff. I do my Death Guard in the same way. Do give him a like and a subscribe though. He's a great painter and has some really good quick videos. So I used his chainrasp video for most of the squad. Obviously you can see the rat ogre in the back there. He sits on that on here regularly because his tail's fragile, so I don't like to keep him in the box. But there's my flings all put together. I'm there sort of in the painting queue somewhere, and there's a talisman at the back there which I bought at Mirfield Miniatures, which I'm going to do a video on real soon, so look out for that. So what am I up to today? Well, what I'm up to today is basically I'm up to some painting. I'm trying to get some of my ultramarines done. Ultramarines an army I've had 15 years, and it's always been put in a box because I hate doing rank and file stuff, as most people do. So I'm trying to get some Primaris done, which I've got through the Conquest magazines. Now, if you want to see Conquest unboxings, it's not really something I've done. I've done a few, but go check out Peninsula painting projects. They've done follow Conquest since the beginning. They've got every single video. So if you're interested in Conquest, what it gives you, I've bought some of them along the way when I've seen them in WH Smith and I've picked them up. But this is my kind of main Primaris stuff. So I've got a fair few troops all sprayed up in blue. So I'm going to use the Citadel painting app, and I've got some tanks there as well, some rhinos. So I'm going to use the Citadel painting app. I haven't used the contrast paints yet. I'm going to be using what they consider the old way, or the traditional way of doing ultramarines. So I'm using the ultramarine intercessor as a guide. And I'm going to try and I batch paint, so I'll do maybe the first two layers. So I'll do the blue and then I'll do the black areas, and then I'll null the whole thing. So I tend to do that, and I tend to paint for a couple of hours. So what I'll do is I'll come back to you in a little bit once I've got some done. And obviously they've been sprayed Macragge blue, but I'm going to give them another coat because I find when I spray, don't always get everything. But like I say, this is basically where I keep all my stuff. It's a bit of a mess around that corner. You don't really want to see around that corner. It's a right mess. My missus will kill me for showing you that. But I obviously keep most of my models in these things here. And that's basically where my ultramarine army's kept. So it's all kind of in bits. I need to tidy that up. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. And then we keep my paints. All my paint pots are in there, so that's where I keep my paint as well. And then you've got the boxes where I keep all my other stuff, and then that bag is from Mirfield Miniatures, and I'll talk more about that on another video. So yeah, so that's basically what I'm up to, and that's basically what I'm doing. So I'll come back to you in a bit once I've got some painting done, and I'll explain what I'm up to. So I'll see you in a few minutes. So I thought I'd catch up with you just before I ended my night's painting. It's now sort of 9:30 at night. These are supposed to be battle ready. So what I've done is I've followed the Citadel Citadel painting app, sorry, and used the classic way of doing it. And these are now supposed to be what's known as battle ready, which is the new kind of Games Workshop way of saying ready kind of thing. So these guys are supposed to now be battle ready. I think they look alright, don't get me wrong. They look okay. But I suppose I'm going to go to that next level of parade ready tomorrow now, because it's getting late. Just thought I'd let you see where they were up to. So here's me having taken it to the next level. And basically all I've done here is some highlighting using different blues and grey on the gun and stuff. I'm not the best painter, but this is just like highlight level 1 if you like. I wouldn't go all the way to doing real fine edge highlights. I'm not that good. But let me know what you think down in the comments down below of my painting. Things I could do better. I mean, I find armour really hard to do. Whereas when I can get away with just dry brushing, I'll be honest, I prefer it. But all I got to do is the base on this guy, and I've done a couple more like this as well. Let me know what you think though. So it's Monday now. Obviously everything you've seen up to now was at the weekend, and that's all painting stuff. So I've got some ultramarines finished for once. So I'm at Chris's, which is why the background is all different. Monday night's kind of like the night where me and Chris get together. We play Blood Bowl quite regularly on a Monday. Used to be Guild Ball on a Monday, and then Smattering the 40k. It's basically our gaming night where we get together and we usually have a natter about how crap our week's been and have a moan and all that kind of stuff. So we're playing Blood Bowl tonight. I'm running a Nurgle team, which is just a straightforward out the box 12-man Nurgle team, and Chris is going to run his Pro Elves. Nothing is painted, so absolutely nothing is painted at all. So there's Chris. Like I say, I'm just running the standard 12 out of the box for Nurgle. I think Chris is making his tea. And Chris is running the Pro Elves kit out of standard. It's just a standard kit, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just a standard 12 straight out of the box. So it's just going to be a straight one, typical kind of friendly match to see what the teams are like. Nothing kind of intense. Both of us haven't painted them, as you can tell. Yeah, Chris might be running elves next season. I'm testing out the Nurgle to see if I want to run them next season at the Forge Bowl. So I'll come back to you in a couple of turns and tell you how things are getting on. So we're just looking up the rules about fouling. If you know about how to foul, pop it in the comments down below. But Chris is about to foul my bloater here. He's got 3 elves there and I've got a pestigore. I've got the ball. I've had it for 5 turns. And I can't seem to get it. I've only just got it past halfway mark. Look, it's taken me 5 turns to get it to there. Yeah. Shocking, really. So what's the score? What's the score on the doors?
So he's fouling.
Right.
So we were just working out like, oh yeah, so I get those 2 bonuses, but they're in tackle zones. Like, he's going to help here.
And he's going to.
I can't remember if he's going to cut him out, but it doesn't really matter. So it's basically, it all kind of cancels itself out. So it's just straight to your armour, trying to get a 9.
See what he gets.
On camera.
He gets 11.
On bloody camera.
It's taken him all day, and the moment I get the camera out, he gets an 11. Right, so now let's see what happens. You still managed to get a 7, and you still managed to just knock me out. But that's the first foul of the game. So
but
now
it wasn't doubles.
Now it's open season on his elves. If they're down, they're getting a stomping. But we're 5 turns in, and it's still 0-0. So we're now at the end of the first half. I came close to scoring, and the Pestigore decides to trip over his own feet and not make the go for it. And then Chris gets the ball back and fails a handover for elves, which is quite rare. So it's been 0-0 so far. I'm finding the Nurgles, I've boxed up quite a lot, and they're so slow compared to your elves. But I'm kind of kept the ball away from you, haven't I? For like
caging up has, you've KO'd 4 of my team. There's not really much I can do when I've got less players on the pitch.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I've slowed you down.
So it's been interesting because I've not played a slow team. Obviously I play Skaven in the league and they're a lot faster, but it's been interesting. I came close to scoring, which is not a bad thing. But we'll go on to the second half. I've obviously got a spare guy still, but you now need to roll for your guy. So let's see how many you get back. Come on, let's see who you get back. So do the
Blitzer
first, okay.
Yay!
Yeah, get the Blitzer back.
Thrower. No.
Doesn't get the thrower back.
Standard lineman. Nope.
Nope.
And my catcher. Yes.
So you get your catcher and your Blitzer. Two kind of important players, and I'm kicking to you now, so this could all change. So it's the end of the game. Turn 8. My turn 8. Oh, look at that. So we ended 1-1. How did you think that went?
I need more players on my team.
You need more reserves. Because I was taking you out. I had quite a lot of good dice rolls. I had quite a lot of good dice rolls very continuously and took out several players. I think at one point you only had 5 players on the pitch. So it's kind of a bit biased. I only ever lost 2 players whole game. One thing I worked out about Nurgle is they're quite tough. Big armour, but slow. Oh my god, slow. So I tried to go for a foul at the end, but before I did that I screwed up a block. So it didn't kind of work. But 1-1 draw. So that's our Monday nights where we kind of play and chill out and hang out and talk about how crap our weeks have been. So that was a 1-1 draw. I quite enjoy playing Nurgle. I think I'll play him again. I'm not sure who I'm going to play in the league next season. I'll put a list down in the description. Comment down below to tell me who I should play. I've got quite a few teams, as you guys know. But if you want to see the unboxing of either the Nurgle team or the Pro Elves, I'll pop that up in the corner. And also this week's video, I'll pop that up as well. But thanks again to Chris. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.